Okay, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to tell you the most optimal binds for any player. So, if you don't know what binds are, here's keybinds. They use like this. Once to press down like WASD, stuff like that. So I'm going to tell you the most optimal. So, I think the best edit keybind for a casual is F. I know what you're saying, then you can't move while editing, you can't move. Yeah, you can't move one way when editing. But, when casual, that is probably alright. And I'm playing a bit. So, that is the most optimal keybind to edit. Also, you want to go and have scroll reset, obviously, and also change your keybind, your setting, so edit and release onto both, so I don't need to press F again. I can just let go, which is pretty useful. You're also going to want the actual weapons tab, because it's super close to your finger. E for your shotgun. You're going to pull out a shotgun, aren't you? You also want to go and have a custom crosshair. This makes editing way easier. You also want to go and have Q, and they are, again, it's super close to your finger, and 1 for your, so 1 for like grapplers and heals. I mean, they're pretty useful, and 1 just really close. As you can tell, I don't have the best editing skills, but that's because I'm 11. So yeah, it's not because I'm bad. I do not edit. Then C, I use C for like SMG, snipers, that's all. But I weirdly enough always press C with my index, which again gives me harder in a movement. So I'm switching to my thumb. I also have R as my other invention use. So yeah. For my builds, I have 5 on the mouse as a wall. You can see just at the bottom of the screen. Scroll down and you can do stuff like that. Scroll down is pretty useful for floors. Stairs, and also use number 4 on the mouse, which is quicker. And then finally, for the cone, I use B. I think it's just B, it's really close to your thumb. So yeah. I have X for changing materials, because I mean, you don't change that materials that often, trying to just get out of the way. So yeah. I also have 3 for inventory, 4 for reload. 4 for reload's good, you just move your finger up, index, just move it up. I have sprint and slide. I've kept them. I've kept them since we first started. They've always been the same. Caps locks. I don't really have a use for caps locks yet. I'm thinking of putting, yeah, just any key. I've also got WSD obviously for movement. I got scroll up for use, because scroll down will be 4. And yeah, they're my, usable keys. We also use a different set of keys. Instead of R, I sometimes use caps locks. But B for emote, and also thank the bus driver. I don't really need to use B that often. So yeah. I have L for force walk, because if you need it, it's there, and I don't use L. I have the, you know, like this kind of thing. What's it called? Marker. That's it. I use the slash key right next to shift. I don't know what it's called. There's no like where. Like that one next to shift. Also, this is pretty weird, but my gun settings, Windows full screen, yeah. But if I go into game, here's what I use on my preferable items. Pretty decent. I have on my keyboard and mouse, just regular settings. I have auto runs, equal sign, crouch, obviously, fire, all that the same, use up, yeah. Weapon canting, toggle scope, gonna use 4 for rotating a build, H for repair, but I think a more optimal one would be that button. Yeah, right next to 1. Also, place enemy marker. Well, I've already got that. So it's just, I prefer these. These are my settings I prefer. If you haven't used them, just give them a try. But I need what is to upgrade. There is parts that I know I need to upgrade. Like, first of all, actually C, sorry. C is way too thin. You don't really use it, so, but you do use caps locks. So I think I might change it to caps locks. See, and now let's try. All we gotta do now is just reach up, bam. You want, there's 3 sections I think of a keyboard. There's up to the F3, 4, R, F and V, that's a barrier. The other barriers N, J and I, so them and in between. That is what I call the a bit too far to reach, but still decent. And then finally we have the dead zone. This is all the other side. Like, unless you are really close to your keyboard and you jump over like that to click it, it's not going to be that useful. So I normally put useless keys over there, or keys that I don't need to use, but if I do, they're there. Like I said, pause walk. Also recommend having, that's what I use Windows full screen, VSync off, FPS 360, low graphical, I have 64 resolution, view distance epic, textures low, meshes low, performance test off, show FPS on. So that's also pretty useful. Also, if I go down to here, driver exit, well, vehicle tank, vehicle hoverboard, just going to use up, because, you know, I don't really use buttons all the time. So yeah, I just recommend just do your own settings that you think will be good. You don't want settings that you think are bad. I'm just showing you my settings. But try getting most of the keys in that quadrant, or the good quadrant. Also, I do recommend that you also always keep your fingers on WASD. Never keep a finger resting on another key. If you have your keys resting on E and thing, don't do it. Always on W, A and D, so you can always move down with W. Also, never use W, any keys, just, I can't think. Alright, don't use your middle finger for any keys, because that's where your that's where your forward movement is, and you always want your finger on that. Also, if you're on controller, anything like that, I'll make another video on that if this gets a couple good views. Also, if I go back into my settings, also have the matchmaking region on whichever place you're at, whichever language. I have just all of them. Already showed you that. Turbo building on. You want auto confirm edits both. Gyro button. I don't really know what gyro button is, but yeah. We have controller, and yeah, that's all I want to say. So if you find this video good, thank you very much, and bye bye.